Home to Ascension Living.
This is a time of year where hopefully most of us are having a chance to count our blessings, as Bing Crosby sang about. But Baron King here, was the CEO of the Chatt Foundation, counts his blessings. That part of your blessing, I guess, is that you get to help other people, right?
Absolutely, and we serve a homeless population that is in great need of any assistance, whether it's financial contributions to our organization to provide food and shelter and housing, or things like clothing and food.
The homeless population is hard to identify, or define rather, because it can look like so many things for so many different people.
Sure, I think we're most aware of the people that are panhandling or unsheltered and living outside, but also people are couch surfing, living in vehicles in a variety of situations that aren't necessarily ideal. You
had a very successful Giving Tuesday. I know that put a big smile on your face. For people who might not know, tell what happened.
Yeah, so on Giving Tuesday, we were awarded a $100,000 gift to be used as a matching gift for our Fast Day campaign, which runs through the fall. So it was a local family, largest gift ever given on Giving Tuesday to a charitable organization in Chattanooga.
Is it a matching gift? So if we will give for our end of year giving to you, they're going to continue to match?
Exactly. So if you're thinking about donating, your $10 becomes $20, your $100 becomes $200, and it's really impactful to our organization.
Okay, so back to the people you are serving. For a long time, you had a different name.
Yes.
You were the Community Kitchen.
We were.
And that name implied just what it suggests, food.
Exactly.
But you do so much more than that.
Yeah, we have about 35 different services aimed at not only meeting the daily needs for the homeless population, but also to put them on a path to self-sufficiency. We're not really interested in band-aiding the problem of homelessness. We really want to solve it and make sure that people can thrive. And so Chatt and Chatt Foundation stands for the Center for Homeless Advancement for Today and Tomorrow.
So what does that look like then? I mean, do you have housing that you provide?
We run a number of PSH programs that are low-income HUD-assisted programs to get people stabilized, housed, and then they can move on to better housing situations. We also have gone in pretty deep on workforce development. As you can imagine, if you need to live somewhere, you need an income stream.
Right.
And so we are trying to break down barriers with employers and with homeless individuals that are really actively looking for work but finding obstacles.
I mean, often what happens, at least I've been told, is that people become homeless through a job loss. I mean, so many Americans are really struggling with that paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, there's 100 different ways to homelessness. The number one story we hear is that their landlord increased the rent a couple $100. They couldn't afford it, so they started looking, couldn't find anything. Now, once those folks become homeless, it becomes much more difficult to remain employed. And so what we find is once people are evicted, life starts falling apart. And so we step in to try and stabilize that process, try and get them housed, try and get them sheltered, try and get them employed, help them with physical or mental health issues, things like that.
Okay, I don't want to put you out there for something you can't fulfill, but do people ever come to you with a preemptive strike to say, hey, listen, I don't want to become homeless, and this has happened to me?
Yes. So the state of Tennessee has awarded a number of organizations, ours included, with funds to do eviction prevention because it's 90% cheaper to keep people housed than it is to take them through the rehousing process. So we've been operating this program since October of 2023, and we've prevented over 200 household evictions during that time. But the money's running out, and so we are trying to keep people in place.
So would this dollar for dollar match be able to possibly help towards that end?
Well, the grant, it would help with the staffing that's required to administer those programs.
Because it would offset other costs.
Yeah, the funding itself comes from the state of Tennessee through a grant program.
You also, I think, are able to help families stay together often. Is that right?
Yes, we operate the McClellan Shelter for Families. We're unique in the fact that in a 120-mile radius, we're the only family shelter that allows full families to stay intact. Most family shelters require the male or the husband to not be on premises for concern. So we allow, we can hold up to 12 families. Typically, they stay with us approximately 90 to 180 days. That's usually the process it takes to get them housed again, but it's a huge blessing to the community.
The fact that you are bridging that road to success for them, I think, is so important to point out. So the end of the year is just what it implies if you want to get that taxable donation benefit, but they'll take your money anytime and put it to very good use. If you're looking to volunteer, are y'all accepting volunteers?
Absolutely. Chatfoundation.org. There's 2 buttons on the main page. One says donate, one says volunteer.
Okay.
I've heard your luck doubles if you hit both buttons. So, but yes, if you'd like to volunteer, we'd love to have you. There's many positions that you can serve alongside and actually get to know the people that are our neighbors that really need help.
Right. It is totally a local effort and outreach. So thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. There's that website again, chatfoundation.org, their phone number on your screen. And don't forget, if you know somebody who might be struggling with that rent money because of a raise in the price, do reach out and see if they can possibly help you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chattanooga.
Thank you, Cleveland.
Thank you, Dalton.
With your help, Local 3's 40th Share Your Christmas was a huge success. We raised enough to